Courtney, and I forgot to record an intro, so I'm gonna go ahead and show the hair and makeup for this look, so let's get into it. For this look, my hair is already straightened, which I'll do a video of next time I straighten my hair again. But essentially, I'm gonna go ahead and part my hair down the middle. I just feel like with my big head and all of that stuff, it sort of balances out, if that makes sense. But we're gonna go ahead and push that out of the face as well. And I'm gonna start on my brows using my Uoma Beauty Precision Pencil, creating brow strokes, filling in the usual. And we're gonna clean them up with concealer. And I'm also gonna add that concealer to the lid to prime. I'm gonna use the Dose of Color Sassy Siennas palette, and we're taking Foxy and buffing that into and above the crease. The shape we're going for is going to be more rounded and a little messy, so there's no need to be super precise with this shade. We are going to build that color up a little bit more though. Next, I'm going to take the glitter shadow from Hourglass in Blaze and place that all over the lid. Then I'm going to take the same brush from earlier, and without adding any pigment or product, I'm going to buff and blend the shimmer into the matte for a more seamless and smooth transition. I'm going to use another glitter from Hourglass in Smoke and adding that just to the center of the lid and blending again. I'm going to go ahead and add mascara and lashes here to the top. Moving on to the face, we're taking the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. One, I want to even out my pores with this, but also I want to create that barrier between my skin and the makeup. Next, I'm going to take the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Foundation in the shade Amber. Now the color is going to be on the yellow extreme, however it does balance out in the end. And the foundation itself is gorgeous, it's flawless. For concealer, we're going to use the Hourglass Vanish Concealer, which really isn't my absolute favorite, but it is pretty full coverage. I'll give it that. I just think lately I've been a little bit more used to a light coverage, and this one's pretty heavy. And I'm gonna lightly set my concealer with my Huda baking powder, which still is a favorite of mine. It's super smoothing and you really don't need a lot. Going back into Foxy, I'm going to buff that out on my lower lash line, connecting it to that top outer edge. Now we're going to move into contour. I think I was kind of jumping all over the place with this, but we are going to be using the Matchstick in Truffle. It's literally my tried and true. It's a beautiful color. It blends beautifully. It's literally my favorite contour of all time thus far. For my bronzer, we're going for a bit of glow with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer. I'm only going to do a light dusting to achieve the glowiness, mainly because I feel like I might have overly contoured a little, so I'm just going to be a little more light-handed with the bronzer. Now I'm using She's Adorable blush from Patrick Ta, which also has a touch of luminosity to it. Now this is going to be one of those blushes you have to build, but it does build quickly, so you want to have that balance when you apply it. For highlighter, we're using Dior Glow Face Palette, and I'm going to mix peach and bronze, add that to my high points, the top of the cheeks, and such. Next, I'm using my Milk liner in BCC and adding that to the waterline, which is going to give a more eye-opening effect. I'm going to add mascara to the bottom lashes. I'm going to add my highlighter to my tear duct area as well. For lips, I'm using Oh Sis from ColourPop for my liner. And then using Yes Honey in the Always On liquid lipstick from Smashbox. And I'm going to blend those two together. And set everything with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set Setting Spray. Now for hair, we already parted it where we want it, so I'm just going to extend that part down the back of my head First, I'm taking my Living Proof Heat Styling Spray and adding it to my entire head. This spray literally has a strong baby powder scent, hence the faces I'm making. And then I'm going to create another subsection in the back and pin up the front. I'm going to work with about a 1/2 inch thick of hair, and I'm also going to use a curling iron that is about 1/2 inch thick as well. And I'm just going to twirl that hair around the iron. And I like to hold it for maybe 3 to 5 seconds and then release. And that's literally what we're gonna do to the entire head. Some sections may be a little smaller or even larger if you get a little lazy like I did. When I get to the front of the face, I usually do try to curl away from my face because I like to create like a lightweight Farrah Fawcett flip sort of situation. But it doesn't always work out like that, like this look for example. But once it is curled up, I like to take my Cheese Silk Infusion, which is like a dry oil, and I'll run that through the strands, which is gonna add the shine without the oily feel, and it also kind of slightly defrizzes your hair and tames all the flyaways. I'm also going to separate some of those strands, which will give me a little bit more body. Next, I'm taking my Beyond the Zone Frozen Stiff Spray and giving my hair a light spritz because I don't want it to be too crunchy, but I do need more hold. But that's about it. It's light and it's fluffy and it holds for at least 3 days, just depending on how you care for it. I like to just wrap mine up in a pineapple and take it down the next day and sort of refluff it. Alright guys, that about does it for me. I hope this video was fun and entertaining, maybe inspiring. If so, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video if the mood suits you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.